So I know it's just the menu screen, but I've seen some really interesting things going on in this menu. I'm like 90% sure I saw a Leviathan at one point. But, yeah, here we are. So yeah, my plan is mostly to play the first release to see how it performs and see how much there is and how promising it is. I did the same thing with Below Zero, and what happened with Below Zero is that it basically turned into a completely different game by the end. So it's going to be interesting to watch the development of this one, you know? But just first impressions off the menu, I'm already liking what I'm seeing more than Below Zero, so yeah. Okay, so my understanding is that this is a completely different planet from the one that's in the other two Subnautica games. So what I'm expecting is that the biology of this planet is going to be potentially very different from, what was it, 4546b, I think was the planet name. Not that 4546b had like any problem with its biodiversity, but like, no, yeah, we'll just see how this turns out, yeah. All right, so let's start playing. I'm a bit worried because this is an Unreal Engine 5 game, and what the fuck? Unreal Engine 5 games can be kind of hit or miss with a lot of things. I don't know, I think there's just something wrong with this engine, but maybe this game can prove me wrong. So we've got two modes, survival, creative, and unknown. Probably a hardcore mode, I'm gonna guess. Because I think both of the other Subnautica games had hardcore mode. I'm gonna guess that's what that's probably gonna end up being. Yeah, let's just go with survival. I want a challenge. Select Pioneer to print. Well, we're 3D printing our characters now? I guess that one.
Body print complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings.
Oh, I was making a joke. You were actually being serious about that.
Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
Well, okay then. Oh, I turned the sensitivity up because I think the other two games were not sensitive enough. This one might be too sensitive. Let me go adjust some things. Hi, so what's your deal? Boot NOA.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another.
Oh shit, I am dying.
Outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety.
Okay.
You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Okay. Do I just leave?
User
All right.
death imminent. Proceed to adaptation.
Thanks, PDA.
Thanks to Altera Pioneer Nanotech, your body can adapt survival traits from a Zezuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion. Tampering detected. Uncatalogued donor organism in pavilion. Gene donor found. You must adapt alien traits to survive.
Yeah, just slap it.
Adapting trimethylamine, N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
I may have to keep adjusting audio levels because it seems like this game's audio balancing is questionable. Like right now it's quiet, but then when things happen it gets really loud. I think the first game did that too. Can't remember if Below Zero had that problem. Probably did. Also, I got a flare. Yeah, so hold on.
Scanning for necessary adaptation. Clear for work.
Again, I really don't like how loud that is. That's so... Like, I can see it in the audio monitor. That's very clearly loud. Oh, man.
Barometric depth gauge activated. Print terminated by barotrauma.
Hey, that's a game somebody recommended. I tried that. I think it's like multiplayer only, though. What the fuck? I just realized I'm in like... Okay, yeah, this is fine.
Serious accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada.
Oh, no shit?
You must reach the surface and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Set reprint point. Customize Pioneer. Oh. Cool.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath. I can't release the life pod.
Okay, yeah, Alright. They said opposite of the... Okay. Something is very not happy.
One clamp released. One still to go.
Okay. Oh, this one? The one that I swam past? Gotcha.
Prepare for launch. Life port. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by. Thruster function restored. Brace for cognitive recondition. Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters. Releasing parachute. Wake up. Starnav does not recognize the sky.
Oh.
Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
Wow, they put the logo in the sky? That's crazy. Oh,
You
it's
are
gone.
not on Zezura, Pioneer.
Well, yeah, this isn't a desert.
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
Well, alright.
The portable locker can be hand-carried or attached to a hardpoint. Avoid workplace friction. Inform your co-workers before moving their stash.
Yeah, don't mind me, just gonna move this somewhere. I should probably look at the thing to see what the crafting recipes are. Is there anything in this?
Oxygen.
Nope.
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
Viral activity, that worries me.
Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the self. Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
Yep, I figured. So that's basically the acid shroom now. Or whatever Below Zero had. It had the weird thing that basically didn't exist for like most areas. So make me a battery. Now I need to find some quartz. Is that quartz over there? No, that's one of those slug things. Okay. Is that quartz? That kind of looks like quartz. Well, those guys are interesting. Okay, so there's a collapsed sea base over there. I can see that. Give me this.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robert Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting aliens. The noetic advisor has transmitted an alert.
Yeah, just interrupt yourself, yeah.
Persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission.
Well, yeah, I would be in command of it if you hadn't interrupted that cool dialogue bit about Riley from the first game. But, yeah, sure. Is there any way to get that back? Probably not, maybe. I want to hear the full thing, please.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
I mean, I don't know if outwit is the right word for that, but sure. Wow, they gave this thing like a map. That's interesting.
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose, to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA.
Man, they really figured out how to use that precursor tech, didn't they?
I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage.
I don't like the sound of that. That doesn't bode well, but sure.
Standing by to reprint you.
So what, just go drown somewhere? I'll go over to this sea base. That seems like a good place to go.
Colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat. Oxygen.
Yeah, apparently I need to drown.
Reprint complete. You have experienced conditions incompatible with life. Your brain state has been restored to a new body.
That was a lot more instantaneous than I thought that would be. Okay.
Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly. Consult your databank for emotional and philosophical support. Death is certain for the born and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
Okay, so we're doing the bladderfish thing where... So those slugs are needed for water. Anyway, how'd that, Oh, okay.
This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, Investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Yeah, okay, you do that. I'm I'm gonna go back over to that wreck. I'm sure there's something really good in there.
This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.